Yo, what is up, Clashers? We finally have legendary drivers out and the milestones also out. A lot of rewards to go over through in this new content in F1 Clash. It is finally here. I am excited for it. But first of all, we need to give you a few tips of what to do and what not to do with your milestones, and especially with those legacy points. So let's go over to our rewards in the milestones, where you will find it where your loadouts and all your assets are. And here we have collected most of it. We have not collected the power-ups, and we're going to talk about that after we talk about the legacy points. We've collected everything that we could, except for the power-ups. But when we head back and we collected those legacy points, here we have 20,700 legacy points, and I'm not going to spend a single one at the moment, because this is going to be my first tip. Do not spend those legacy points on unnecessary legendary drivers that you're not going to be using. Only spend them on the legendary drivers that you're actually going to be using in your duels or your GP events. In my case, I'm waiting for 3 specific drivers to be unlocked, and then I will try and upgrade them the most I can. So for instance, if I get Senna out, I will definitely be spending most of my legacy points on him, and I will not spend it on someone, for instance, let's say Massa. So I will not be using Massa, for example. I'm not going to spend a single legacy points on Massa and focus on 3 specific drivers I really want from the legendary list. Onwards to our second tip in the milestones are your power-ups. You do not want to collect any of these power-ups during the course when you're collecting your milestones. Only collect them and use them when you are going to go, for example, in sprint races, GPs, or you're going to go up a series and you're going to be using your flag storm. For instance, on Monday and Tuesday, we've got sprint races. So that's when I'm going to be collecting this coin surge on level 4 for 1 hour. So that means I will be getting double the coins on my sprint races, and I will get more value out of this power up than collecting it now and only doing 2 races, for instance. So save those power ups for your sprint races. Another one that we're going to talk about is the crate reduction. Also save that one for your sprint races, because you want to open as many crates as possible with the least amount of bucks spent. We do have more power-ups. We got the trophy one. I'm not going to be using the trophy at the moment because we have already reached the maximum of the pit pass. I will be using the trophies when the pit pass first comes out. So that's another one. Depends all where you're at, because we might not have the pit pass fully done still, so you might want to use it to catch up and finish off your pit pass. Let's scroll over to our next power up. That is the reputation one, and we are gonna keep that one a little secret, and we're gonna have more explanation on why we're not gonna pick up that reputation one further on in the future. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Also, our final one, I believe it is a Flagstorm. Flagstorm has to be somewhere around here. Let me see. There we go. Flagstorm is here. We got 3 hours of Flagstone, and we're not going to be using this one because we are very curious to know what Series 13 actually is. There we go. We got the Champions Grand Slam, and we do not know what the requirements are for this new series to be unlocked. So if we are required to have 17,000 flags as our maximum flags to unlock the Champions Grand Slam, I will be using and activating the Flagstorm from our milestones once we know exactly what is needed here. So I would do the same if I were you. I will save those Flagstorms for when Series 13 comes out. So those are my tips on the new content that's been out from your milestones and legendary drivers. We will be also ranking which drivers are best, so please make sure you do subscribe so you do not miss out on any more F1 Clash content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you out in the track.